Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to do a little what is in my bag, and this is actually a special edition what's in my bag because I am about to head on an 18-hour international flight in about 7 hours. So this also doubles as my travel bag for today. So I'm gonna show you what I pack to travel internationally in my bag. So let's get started. First off, details on this bag. This is actually a pretty recent purchase. It is the large Bottega Andiamo in black in the smooth calfskin, and I actually purchased this off of the RealReal. And if you know that these large Bottega Andiamos retail for about $8,000, which is crazy, and I would never ever spend retail price on this bag, even though it is a gorgeous bag. So I found this on the RealReal for about 20 to 25% off and in basically perfect condition, so I was sold. I also did, prior to purchasing this bag, already own the Bottega East West Andiamo in the fondant chocolate color, which I purchased about 3 years ago, kind of when the bag first came out. And after having and using that bag for years, I knew that I just loved the functionality of the bag. I love that I'm able to wear this on my shoulder, top handle, or crossbody. Like, there's just so much versatility with the Andiamo bags. And I knew I wanted something just a little bit bigger, or a lot of it bigger, for me to use not only as a travel bag, but a work bag as well. And it fits my giant 16-inch work laptop, which was a non-negotiable for me when purchasing a work bag. So that's some context on the bag, but let me show you what I put in here for my travel day. So if you don't know, the Andiamo has two compartments separated by this kind of like leather interior. And then there's also a zipper pocket as well as two just kind of insertable pockets along the side. So first off, I have a bunch of snacks. I'm actually going to Asia, and in Asia they tend to not have hot Cheetos, and hot Cheetos are my favorite snack of all time. So I packed 3 little mini hot Cheeto bags in case I'm hungry on the trip. I also have some candy, a little ring pop, Sour Patch Kids. I get flight anxiety sometimes, and I find that candy and sour things and like sucking on a lollipop or a ring pop helps to kind of calm me down. So I have 2 sunglasses. I like to keep all of my designer and more like high-end items with me, either in my personal item or my carry-on. So I have my YSL sunnies, and then I also have my Chanel sunnies in this tortoise brown. I have wires, so this is to charge my phone as well as my iPad. And then I'm a wired headphone girl through and through. So I have my wired headphones, and then my DJI Pocket 3. I'm planning on filming a little airplane vlog, and this is perfect for vlogging my everyday travels and whatnot. It's just so easy to use, and I love it. So this is, of course, coming with me on my trip. Okay, so that is one pocket down. Now for the removable leather divider in the middle, I have a couple of stuff in there. I have some wet wipes, passport, of course, a lot of like self-care items in the zippered pocket. I have these Summer Fridays eye patches to use on the plane. I have a little travel allergy medicine, an SD card reader so that I can edit videos on the plane. I have a bunch of my medications that I need to take. I have my favorite MUJ tortoiseshell claw clip, my inhaler, and that is pretty much everything that is in the zippered pocket. I try not to put too much in there just because I don't want to overflow that specific section, and then I can't close the zipper. So that's that. And then in the last kind of divided section, I have my iPad. And I have a bunch of my like movies, shows downloaded so that I can watch on the plane. And then I'm also taking my Canon G7X, and I plan to keep this in my bag here. But yeah, that is everything that I keep in my large Bottega Andiamo bag for a travel day. I try not to stuff it too much just because I don't want it to be too heavy when I'm lugging it around multiple different airports. But it fits everything that I need and is honestly the most perfect bag ever for traveling.